There's a saying, don't ever give up on your dreams.
That's nice.
Just keep on sleeping.
Yeah.
So let's all hit the
dreams,
snooze and keep those dreams alive for What's on Your Mind, where we go around finding out what each member of the show is thinking about, starting with Brooke. Brooke, what's on your mind?
Well, we all went camping, all four of us together for one night.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And one of my favorite parts was when Jeff asked about everybody's favorite camping experience.
Yeah.
And Alexis starts describing hers, which I realize about a minute into the story is just her drinking in the woods with her friends in high school. Which doesn't that's just a kegger.
Yeah. I mean, we brought a tent. We might not have set it up, but we brought it.
Or used it.
And I've done a lot of camping, and then Jose says he's a day camper. And I'm like, what is that? That is not even a thing.
Yep.
And I realize he's just describing childcare from when he was younger that happened to be in a park.
Yeah.
They fed him raw marshmallows and it counted.
But my favorite of all is we're going around the circle, around the campfire, and Jeffrey says, well, I did a lot of camping when I was younger.
Yeah.
But my
surprise.
favorite was when we had two chefs come with us.
It was the best camping trip we've ever done.
We went out on horseback, and they brought all of our gear.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then he
Come
says
on.
with a serious face, and I have to tell you, I had the best pineapple upside down cake that night of my life.
It was remarkable. I don't know how they were able to make it in the middle of the woods, but it was delectable.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, I highly recommend bringing chefs on your next camping
Yeah.
trip.
I would love that.
I mean, I hope our one night together turned out to be your favorite over the pineapple upside down
Oh,
cake,
bro.
but I don't know if that was true.
Big ask.
No.
Okay, that sounds better.
Whatever
Yeah.
you cooked for us didn't quite match up to the two professional chefs, but better luck next time.
Thanks. So that's my what's on your mind. It just made me laugh.
Jose, what's been on your mind?
Well, while we were camping, there were a lot of things that I loved. I couldn't believe the air, first of all. Who knew air could be that fresh and clean?
Yeah.
Right? Like big gulps of air.
It's like a nature's Febreze
It
out in
really
wilderness.
is. It's like there's some type of filter out there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then the water. When we walked down to the water and the paddleboard, you girls paddleboard, I couldn't believe how clear the water was.
Yeah.
Wow.
You could see through it. I mean, even though parts of it was muddy,
I mean,
could
you
see
didn't go
through
in
the
it
water.
really, but
I went in.
He put 2 feet in and he
Yeah.
screamed, I'm swimming!
Yeah. And then the animals. You could hear chirping and you could see birds flying and you could hear little, chipmunks talking to each other and
No,
stuff.
they were eating our food that we left
That
out on the
also
table.
happened.
Yeah.
But anyway, so I had no idea how much I would like that part
Aw,
of it.
that's
I
nice.
literally was watching camping videos on YouTube all weekend
Oh.
because I was like, wanted to relive that. But if I do ever go camping again, I don't want to go with you guys.
Wow.
Because, well, like Alexis was talking about murdering people and putting them into giant logs and floating them
it's
down
just
the
a
river.
prime location where it would happen.
Okay.
You
can't blame me.
For
It was
context,
such an awkward thing.
she saw like a log stump, and she was like, "You could fit 4 bodies in there."
Yeah.
It was
It
her
was
first.
2,
Oh,
but yeah.
okay.
She's like
Not
one, at
too
least one
sloppy.
body.
She's not crazy.
It's like maybe 2. And so I'm like, okay, now Alexis is going to plot to kill us and send us down the
That's her
river.
first thought.
And then
Listen to
Brooke
the
was
podcast.
super helpful, but it was almost intimidatingly scary how much of a mountain woman Brooke turns into.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Once she hits the woods, she is like, you don't want to try to help her.
Yeah, no.
We all asked if we could help her, and she's setting up tents. She's snapping trees with her bare hands and using them as toothpicks.
She's got
It
something
was-
to prove out there.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
Brooke really was like overcompensating.
It was
and then
all my stuff.
and then Jeff, I couldn't believe what I'm about to say. There was somebody on this trip that actually complained more than me, and it was Jeff. I
I
couldn't
did?
believe how much Jeff complained.
What did I
So-
complain about?
Well, you were just like, it was more like, last time I was camping, we did this,
Oh,
and we
yeah.
did that, and
Oh.
we had chefs, and we had horses.
Yeah,
It's
this
true.
food isn't good.
So anyway,
wasn't.
a lot of positives, a lot of negatives, but we survived, and that's all that matters.
Yeah,
Did it.
I think you did great, Jose.
Thank you.
I think you did great.
Alexis, what's been on your mind?
I mean, as if spending the day like camping with you guys wasn't weird enough. Even weirder is having to share a tent with one of your co-hosts.
Oh, yeah,
one
that was
in
awkward.
particular for me, Brooke.
Oh, yeah.
What was weird about that? We had like the Taj Mahal of
We
tents.
did, and we shared an air mattress, which was a nice plus of you to bring.
It was
you.
dope.
Good
It was
visual
dope.
for our listeners,
It's
too.
when, it's when we're laying there, and Brooke's like, "Do you fall asleep fast?" And I'm like, "Yeah, pretty quick." She's like, "Okay," and I'm hinting I'm ready for bed. Blah 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 blah. Brooke starts
I
telling
heard
all
this.
these stories about her children, talking about, honestly. She's like, oh, look up at the stars, check them out, yada, yada, yada. And then she starts complaining about like a light that the boys have on in their tent, like you guys.
Oh, we had a small
She's like,
light,
why is it so bright out there? Why are they leaving a light on all night? Can they shut it off? It's so annoying. I'm like, Brooke, that's our light in our tent.
I didn't have my glasses on. I
And then you don't have your
I was
glasses
like,
on.
how could you see our light? We were.
No, it was our own light that she's
That's why.
complaining
Remember,
about.
we had a light switch in our tent.
Yeah.
We
Yeah.
have a nice
had
light
light switch.
Brooke's tent has electricity built in.
It's
Yeah,
crazy.
but she forgot about that apparently.
It's like hardwired.
And then, yeah, without your glasses on, you're telling me to look up at the stars that you can't even see,
I
but
put
you
them on.
keep talking to me about them.
I wanted to make sure you got them.
Yeah,
You know?
thanks for that. So anyways, that was my experience sharing a bed with Brooke. 0 out of 10.
Great. Yeah. Jeffrey, what's on your mind?
It better be about camping, Jeff.
Well, maybe the worst part of the whole trip for me wasn't actually the camping part. It was the aftermath.
What do you
Because
mean?
for the next 72 hours, I was dealing with the worst bug bites
Oh,
I have
no.
ever had in my life.
I brought bug spray. Why didn't you put it on?
I didn't see any bugs when we were out, like standing in the darkness and by the
I actually didn't
campfire.
either.
You
But
can't see them a lot of times.
the next day, my entire lower half was covered in bites. And they didn't look like normal, like mosquito bites either, because I've been bit before
Yeah.
by bugs and by people. Never anything like this.
So what was it?
I was Googling it. I was trying to figure out what it was. I was
Were
like,
they
did,
itchy?
I was like, did Brooke sneak in our tent in the middle of the night and just go to town?
I just released ticks.
But
Nibbling.
here's the craziest thing is Jose, who's sleeping right next to me, said he didn't get bit at all.
None.
I didn't get any
Neither.
It's like
None.
a weird thing. I've always not been bitten very much.
But that's the most concerning part to me. What are the bugs thinking when they're crawling around the tent? They go up to Jose and they're like, nah, pass. That is a bad sign when bugs are like, I'm not touching that guy.
Yeah.
Too risky.
Exactly.
I mean, it's like lice. They don't like dirty hair.
No.
You know?
One bug came limping back from Jose's sleeping bag, scarred and deformed, and he was trying to warn all the other bugs, like, don't go in there. Save yourselves. So, Jose, I'm a little bit worried about you
well,
after that trip.
I'm that disgusting.
Okay, so as long as
Not
you're
even
cool
bugs
with
want
it.
me.
Okay.
But yeah, I got bit up real bad.
I can't wait to go
ouch.
again, guys.
No,
It's great
that was
fun.
a one-time thing, bro.
I think it was a one and done
Yeah.
thing.
Aw.
The text in to 78592. Tell us what's on your minds. It's Brooke and Jeffrey in the morning.